When trying to set up a beautiful island for our citizens in Tropico 4, we will probably want to have some balance between economy, tourism, food, trying to make our citizens happy or at least as happy as possible in every area. And if we cannot keep everything in green, at least let's try to not let it go too far down, right? No, not really. In this video we will show you that sometimes a more extreme island can be more fun to play, even if it's maybe not so much fun for your citizens. Let's see which elements of the game we can completely ignore without losing the game. What if we decided to completely ignore everything that makes our island more ecological? We can have all kinds of industries polluting the air, all kinds of power plants built on coal, so they produce as much pollution as possible. Lots of industries, mining of course, we should not forget about that, and basically everything we can do to pollute our island as much as possible. Now of course the environmentalists will not like this, not at all. They might actually hate us a little bit, especially since we didn't build any garbage disposal facilities at all. But let's be fair, it doesn't really matter. The majority of the people are happy with us, even in regards to the environment. Despite our pollution, things are not going so bad. The economy is of course perfectly well, and even if we didn't cheat at all in this map, everything is going just fine. We have expensive housing, we have a very large touristic area that provides a lot of profit, and really the game is not punishing us at all for ignoring the environment. So if burning fossil fuels is not a problem for us in Tropico, what else can we do to make things really difficult for our island? How about an island with no education whatsoever? No primary schools, no high schools, no universities of course. How are we going to deal with this? Can it work? Well, once again, the answer is yes. Our economy is doing alright, even though we have no educated workers, because our farming is fine, and the fishermen are also making sure that we have enough food for everybody. If we ever need more educated people, we can hire them from foreign countries. Of course, we're not going to get an education minister here, but if we need generals or really anyone else who has any sort of education, we can just pay for them. Our farming money is more than enough for that. The workers around industry are also hired from afar. Sure, the intellectuals are not very happy that we have no high school in Tropico, or, well, no schools at all really. But as long as we keep our elections honest, they won't be too angry either. Overall, having no education at all seems to not be a problem at all for our lovely tropical island. But what if we don't build any houses at all? I mean, people need a place to live, right? Will an island full of shacks be enough to get a good result in this game? Apparently, the answer is once again yes. See, our economy is doing alright, and sure, the people are not very happy about the housing quality, but they're happy about other things. Even the communists will be happy if we have enough food supplies and good healthcare. Our industries are doing alright, and our touristic area has no problems whatsoever. It looks like the tourists don't mind seeing some shacks here and there, next to their pools and zoos and beach sites. And yes, our neighborhoods might not look super beautiful, but if the people are still okay with this, who am I to judge, right? But how about not building any food services at all? No farms, no fishermen wharves. How am I going to keep my citizens alive with this? Well, it's difficult. I must say, this extreme island is the hardest one to play by far. Year after year, people keep dying of starvation. We have hardly any old people, and while the quality of the food is not too bad, the quantity is definitely not enough. We have many starving citizens here, and it took us almost 9 years just to get one neighborhood and one touristic area. Why touristic, you ask? Well, because with only a few employees we can get quite some profit. It's much more difficult to get any other industry running here when our miners, for example, keep dying from starvation. The only farm that exists in this game is the one that appeared at the beginning, when we just launched the island. We didn't build anything else, and this is really not enough. And I didn't even dare demolishing it because, well, it would be even harder. We keep losing large amounts of money just buying citizens, of any kind really, educated or not, because we just need more people in the island and there is no other way to grow. Sure, we have open doors in our immigration office, but if the immigrants that come keep dying from starvation, well, growth is just really difficult. Overall, the game of Tropico 4 allows us to give our citizens some really extreme conditions, while still allowing us to get what we could call a prosperous city. If some elements of their lives are good, then they don't mind if other issues are causing problems for them. Sure, maybe some problems will bring other issues with them, like citizens having no housing, for example, will create a lot of crime, but as long as your people are happy with other elements of their lives, you won't have to fear any sort of revolutions, and you will be able to live a very comfortable life as El Presidente. So, what do you think about this? What other extreme islands would you like to see in Tropico 4? Have you tried something very unusual that you would like me to show in this channel? Let me know in the comments. And as usual, thank you very much for watching.